Hey, welcome back, YouTube universe. It's me, ET. And remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not your financial advisor. I'm just a self-taught investor who likes to talk about stocks and ways to increase your net worth. Today's video is about one of my favorite dividend paying companies. Actually, it's a monthly dividend payer. It is QYLD, Q yield. It has a high anywhere between 11.5 to 12% annual yield for QYLD. Keep in mind one thing that I like this stock, and the reason why it's one of my top five is just that. It's paying a high dividend. You're not going to see much capital appreciation when you get into this stock. So, tell you what, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at Q yield, QYLD.
Come on now.
That's right. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe buttons, followed by that notification button. That'll help out the channel. Thanks. QYLD is the Global X NASDAQ 100 cover call ETF. This here is the homepage for that. At the bottom, you can see the actual website address. As you can see, looking at the home page, it has a Morningstar rating of 5 stars. Bottom line with the QYLD is really, it's a cash cow. And what I mean by a cash cow is it's going to definitely generate you monthly income from the distributions or the dividends that it pays out. And but you're not going to get much in the way of capital appreciation. So let's take a closer look at this here. All right, here's some key facts. The fund, the inception date of the fund was December of 2013. It actually paid out its first dividend in January of 2014. Number of holdings 103. It's going to hold all the companies in the NASDAQ 100. And a lot of people think that there's only 100 companies. I've seen as many as 105 companies that comprise the NASDAQ 100. We see the net asset is $2.6 billion. The net asset value is $22.33. I believe the current price now is at $21.89. So the current price is below the NAV. And it pays 12% on a monthly basis. This here, when you go to the website, you can actually put up a distribution calendar. I went through all of it from 2014 to present. One of the things that you're going to find is that because it's selling covered calls on the NASDAQ 100, the distribution or the dividends are going to be inconsistent. It's not going to be a consistent amount. At the very low, the lowest amount that it paid out was in February of 2017. It paid out 9 cents per share per month for that particular month. The high that I seen was 26 cents, and that was in January 2014. Now, the normal range is about 21 to 23 cents per share per month. And the price range, you're talking about the highest that I've seen, it was at $25. It is going to really hang out in that 22 from that 20 to $22 range. It may spike up every now and then to that $25 range. So you're not getting much in the way of capital appreciation. So if you're buying the stock, you're buying it for the high dividend yield. Now this is how it works. It goes out and buys all the equities in the NASDAQ 100. All right, that goes back to that 103 holdings that you've seen on that information page. Then it turns around and it sells the NDX. Now, the NDX is nothing more than the NASDAQ 100. That is a an index fund that they actually go out and they write covered calls on the index, not the individual stocks that they have. They write it on the index. And then they'll wait to the settlement of the index at the and then they actually go 1 month out. They wait for the settlement. At that point, they'll distribute the funds that they received out to the stakeholders, and they start that process all over again. This here is my current position in QYLD. I have a total of 41 shares. It shows that it has an estimated income for the year. It's going to pay out based upon the number of shares I have at $107.88 for the year. And that shows that right there. And one of the things I'm going to do is I'm definitely going to increase my share count in this particular stock. One of the things I want to do, and one of the things I really like about the stock, even though there's no capital, you're not going to count on a lot of capital appreciation. I like the high yield, but I also like the fact that this is optionable. So that basically means that once I have 100 shares, in addition to collecting those monthly premiums, those monthly dividends, I can actually write covered calls myself on this ETF and receive additional income from writing covered calls. So once I get up to 100 shares, I'll go ahead and start that particular process there. Now, one of the things I just want to overly emphasize that if you're interested in going with QYLD, make sure that you do your own due diligence, make sure it's going to fall within your personal expectations and plans. And definitely, I recommend that you seek first to open this account up or this particular stock or purchase the stock in a tax-free account, i.e., a Roth IRA account. If you, for whatever reason, if you can't open up a Roth IRA account, then I would say definitely start accumulating your shares in this stock in a tax deferred account versus a fully taxed account, because you will pay taxes on your monthly distribution if it's not in a tax deferred or tax free account. So just keep that in mind. All right. Okay, guys, as you can see, if you decide to invest in QYLD, just keep in mind, this here is strictly a high yield cash cow monthly paying dividend play. I would not, if I were you, invest in QYLD. If you're looking for a high yield and also capital appreciation, you're not going to get both. All right, you may get a little capital appreciation, but don't expect it. In place of capital appreciation, you're getting the high yield. All right, so keep that in mind. So in closing, I just want to say, save, invest, and always apply what you know, because knowledge is not power. It's that application of knowledge that's power. I see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.